Oh my, this is exciting news. Look out, it's Bioware updating us on what's happening this May for Anthem. That very exciting, very popular, everyone's playing this looter shooter from world-renowned Bioware. What are they going to tell us next? Oh, it's so much fun. We don't know what's going to come next. It's a guy on a couch, and he's surrounded by dogs, 3 dogs and a baby. Doesn't seem to be having a great time there. Not sure what's happening, but hey, this is just business as usual at Bioware. We're just chilling with our babies and our human babies. That's what we do. That's how we make games. It's very inspiring. That's how you make games these days at Bioware. You just sort of, you look like you want to question all your life choices is what you want to do at Bioware. Anyway, my name is Christian, and I am a studio director for the Bioware Austin office that is leading the production of what we are exploring next for Anthem. Nice to meet you. Now, this is all fine. What interests me, though, is this term, Bioware Austin office, which implies that he's no longer at Edmonton, or rather the Edmonton office is no longer working on Anthem. So Edmonton might be working on Dragon Age or Mass Effect or God knows what. Interesting things happening. So prior to this, he was the franchise development director for Anthem Live Service, helping guide the development of post-launch updates, which focus on stabilizing and improving performance for the service. So basically all the crap that Anthem was going through, this guy was making sure it was working and patched, and the hardware was there, the software was there. As well, he dealt with the first Cataclysm, the Season of Skulls, Ice Tide, and the most recent update with 1.7. Now, I have no idea what most of these are. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, please write it down in the comments. I'm sure there's some players out there watching this. Please tell me what these are about. Are they any good? Are they fun? What happened? I just lost track of Anthem. I'm sorry. I wish I knew. I mean, this guy's obviously having a great time. I wish I would have kept up to date on all the Anthem news. So he's been silently stalking over the past year on Reddit, EA forums, Twitter, taking all the feedback and providing and adding it to a giant cookbook of things we are experimenting with. So they don't even know what they're doing. They're just putting things together after a year. But they're gonna come out with something after a year, guys. Don't you worry. It's gonna be bigger and badder and so much more fun. I mean, you're gonna have like puppies and stuff. It's gonna be great. As you can see from my photo, I'm all set up from home. Yep, we're with you, buddy. Ready to be juggling on multiple things like kids and family members and furry family members. Some days are better than others. Oh man, you know he's like one of the family. This guy is like right there with us on the front lines of sitting at home in Austin, just having a donut, petting the dog, thinking up a new idea for Anthem. It's all this one big happy family thing going there. With that, I wanted to start with a quick update on what is going on with Anthem since we last discussed it in February. Wow, that's a great quick. Look at the speed from February to May. This man, I mean, he needs to take a nap. He is so fast. That's what, 3 months? That's a lot. That's so fast. In Bioware time, that's like 5 DLCs. Paid for, of course. Incubation, aka prototyping. All right, I have no idea what these two terms mean together. The Anthem incubation team has kicked off, and we are starting to validate our design hypothesis. You know what? They are working on a hypothesis. Take them about a year. They're going to prototype something, probably get it to you in 2 years. It's going to be amazing. And then, it'll take another 2 years to bug test and fix. But, we're looking at 5 years tops before we get to see what they're thinking up right now. What a great schedule these guys got. So incubation is a term we use internally. It essentially means we are going back and experimenting and prototyping to improve on the areas where we believe we fell short and to leverage everything that you love currently about Anthem. Because there's so much to love about Anthem. They have to fill in the blanks. Maybe you missed a power up there, or maybe you wanted a better gun. These guys are going to make you that better gun in a year's time, maybe 2, maybe 3. But wow, they're going to really blow your socks off with just a little tweak to an existing gun, maybe a new paint job, maybe 2 new paint jobs. It's going to be really great. We are a small team, About 30-ish. That's important. You want a small team because there's too many people, too many cooks in the kitchen. You're going to screw something up, and we all know how Anthem screws something up. So the less team, the better. That's a good mindset for Bioware. Earning our way forward as we set out to hit our first major milestone goal. Because you know what? You need a lot of planning to hit a milestone. At least 2 years. So they did one so far. Now they're actually taking out a pad and paper and saying, this is a milestone. Here's the date. We're going to hit that date. Could be a year from now. We don't know. But they're planning. They've got ink and there's paper. It's good old Canadian lumber. They just press that lumber into paper all up there. Oh, actually, no. They must have shipped it down to Austin. Yeah, it's a good old Canadian process. So they're all set to get that paper down with the ink and get some dates going. That's great. Oh, here's a spoiler. Uh-oh. I don't know if I should be saying this. This is going to be a longer process. Oh, you can't rush quality, guys. That's how it works. You have to take your time. With 30 people prototyping things for a hypothesis for game design, you got to slow bake it. It's a slow process. You can't rush it. You can screw up the first time. Happens a lot. But Bioware is concerned about that. They're going to make sure that doesn't happen. So the team is small, but the whole point of this is to take our time and go back to the drawing board. And you know what? When you have good Canadian paper and ink from who knows where, you got to have a nice big drawing board room, and that's going to take some time. So totally understandable. And a small team gives us the agility a larger one can't afford. That's right. When you have only one guy in the room, he's going to be working a heck of a lot faster than if there was 1,000 people in the room. First off, it's a small room. You can't fit too many people. You'll need more office space. That's a lot of money. And secondly, even if you have more resources, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to pump out a game within 5 years. It could take 10, especially when you only have 30 people who don't know what they're doing yet, and they have to brainstorm with all that Canadian timber paper. We really want this experience to be different for the team and our players. So essentially, he wants to make a game for the team first and then for the players. So he wants everyone on his team to have fun. And if they're having fun, guess what? The players are going to have fun too. We just have no idea how long that'll take or what, in fact, they're actually doing. But we know we have some tough challenges to tackle. Oh, I bet you do. I mean, you gotta put those babies to sleep and have some donuts and all that good stuff. All that family-oriented behavior in Austin. We want to include you as we go and be open and honest with where we are and what the expectations are within where we are going. Oh, isn't that great? I have no idea where he's going, but I'm sure we'll ask him, where are you going? And then he'll tell us. It'll be great. The reality is you will see things that look awesome, but end up on the cutting room floor, or things that you might think suck that you feel we are spending too much time on. Well, clearly, you can take all the time you want. You got a lot of responsibilities. You can't rush a good thing. So, take care of your kids, take care of your puppies, and, stay safe and healthy out there. Try not to order too many donuts. It might be too much for you. Too much sugar content is not good for you. Got to watch out on those carbs. But in the spirit of experimentation, this is all okay. Exactly. When you're experimenting, you don't know what you're doing. So you need the time and the money and the resources, the donuts, the Canadian timber. You need to be around your family. You need to pet a dog. You gotta make sure all the stars are aligned, and then you can hypothesize and experiment. That's how you do things in Bioware. We really want to provide you with all the transparency we can because of your passion and interest in Anthem. And boy, it's been a few years, I guess. Passion's still there. We just haven't touched the game yet, but we're gonna wait till that game is actually playable. And we're gonna be there every day, man. We're gonna be playing that game. But with that comes seeing how the sausage is made, which is not always pretty. You know what? That's okay. I mean, if this is what it looks like all day, I think I can handle it. I think the sausage is going to be just fine. You just keep on, making those links and showing how Anthem is going to be great. Just maybe not this year, maybe next year, maybe not next year, maybe 4 or 5 years, 6. So he wants to start the conversation. We also want to start pulling together some regular comms out to everyone to show talk, because that really worked really greatly before on Reddit and Twitter and everywhere else. That's obviously he wants to do more. He wants more ideas because they're prototyping. They need ideas. They need to know what the hell they're doing. You got to give them ideas. So go ahead, bomb the crap out of this guy, mail bomb him, Twitter bomb him, try and send some smoke signals from, burning Canadian timber, all the wonderful techniques our ancestors used back in Canada back in the day. That's how you do it. This blog is one example, and as you can see, there's no comment section here, but I'm sure there's a search, or I don't know, maybe there's a form you could leave email. No, I don't really see anything on the page. Maybe it's in the drop down. Maybe it's hidden. Maybe there's a form that pops up after 10 minutes and it asks me for input. I'm sure they're not that alien to the worlds of online recording of text data and words and keyboards. I'm sure they have some sort of text box here I can type in my ideas, but I just can't find it. There's so much going on this page. I mean, you got this guy sleeping and dogs and a baby. I mean, look at Chakwas. Like you got stuff happening in here. Look at this. All this amazing artwork. I don't even know what's going on. It's just great. These updates will come in the form of an ad hoc live stream. Well, that's just fun. Or some cool concept art posted on social media, or the occasional feed of me curled up in a ball crying in the corner. Yeah, I do that a lot when I think about Bioware, so it's how it is. You have to mirror reality. You have to see how the sausage is made, and it makes you want to cry into the corner. And I'm sure the next photo we're going to see of this man is him crying in the corner, which, I mean, I did that back when Mass Effect 3 came out, so it's really the same thing. Anthem, Mass Effect 3, the same level of quality, just on a different time schedule because of puppies and babies. We will get back to everyone on what our update cadence will look like soon. Woo, update cadence. That sounds poetic. And we start looping you into our progress. Oh, I can't wait to be looped into the progress of Anthem. Having that Twitter feed just pop up, and with every year I'll get a new pop-up saying, oh, we're doing stuff on our couch. The family, the community is so there. The communication's so high. I feel like I'm actually on that couch petting those dogs, watching the sausage being made as a robot kills something. That'd be amazing. We hope this finds you well. Well, it's always positive from Bioware. They always have the most creative and interesting ideas and have the most positive message. And what better way to do that than with Canadian timber and puppies? I mean, it just works well. Everyone's staying safe and focusing on the things that matter most to you, like petting your dogs. I mean, nothing says what's most important to video games than petting a dog. And looking like your life choices haven't added up to much. But that's Bioware. I mean, that's what it's all about. As game developers, we are all very lucky for the job we get to do, but there is some real stuff going on out there and some real heroes looking out for our safety and well-being. That's right. The Canadian government, Trudeau, I mean, you got to trust that guy. He just keeps handing out money like it's candy. And wow, isn't socialism great? I mean, we just sit back and we just get checks. It's just great. I mean, that's how you run a business. That's how you run an economy. That's how you run a government. And that's how you run a game studio. You just hand out money. It's great. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stay tuned as we kick this off. And we hope to hear from you as we go on this journey stronger together. Of course you're stronger. Look at this man. He could probably bench press that whole pillow with all the puppies on it. He's a strong gentleman. His efforts. He's got strength. He's got a baby. I mean, he's probably just next to the couch is his keyboard. He's ready to type, ready to get those community posts coming in on this non-existent. Here's a search bar. Let's see. Help. Anthem. Help, please. What do we got here? Help the Anthem. Hello, Anthem. Yeah, see, already. And we've got all sorts of posts. Oh, we got 3 posts. And no, nothing. We've got no text box to put in my ideas. Well, you know what? They're working on that. They're going to add that somewhere to this website. We're going to find out all about how to add our ideas to Anthem. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to have some puppies. We're going to have some cake. We're going to pet a baby. And we're going to cut down some trees to get some paper down to our brothers in Austin to get those ideas churning out. And eventually, by next year, they'll type them out on their computers, and maybe we'll see a game surface soon enough. Wow, it's going to be great. Well, thanks for listening, guys, and I hope you have a great day, and just keep on that Twitter feed and look out for those Anthem updates, all right? All right.